Yo, what's up, Dojo fam? It's Shinobi, and today I'm gonna talk to you about preparing, preparing for the heroic mode of the Wrath of the Machine raid. I know everybody says hard mode, but we know technically it's called heroic mode. So heroic mode. So first off, I want to stress how important it is that you get your gear up, get your light level up. How you can do this is through strikes, through some PvP Crucible, and through your packages, whether that be your factions, the Crucible, Vanguard packages, etc. To get packages the fastest, I find that Crucible is the fastest way just because it has a very short time, an average time compared to strikes. An average strike time could be anywhere from 8 to 10, even 12 minutes, whereas a Crucible match can be as little as 5 minutes, depending on what playlist you're playing. And after each Crucible match, you have a chance of getting a legendary, as well as popping through your coins. Now, comparing that to a strike where you do it for 8 to 10 minutes, and you pop it through your coins, and you may not even get anything legendary unless you have a skeleton key, Crucible definitely beats the strikes as far as packages and rewards go. Now, if leveling up your faction will help as well. Just make sure every time you level up your faction, you do have the highest light level possible. That's for strikes as well, finishing Crucible. If you're running around and you have like a god roll, year 1 Matador, Fellwinter's Lie, and you're just using that in Crucible for fun, make sure that before you go to the post Carnage review, you change it to a year 3. Even if you don't use fusion rifles, you can use the new 77 Wizard, just because it has a higher light level than your Matador, Fellwinter's Lie, Timber's Lash, stuff like that. The second part I want to say is getting your team motivated. Get your team motivated to get their light level up and to get to 385 plus. It should be pretty easy nowadays to get to 385 plus because we have strikes, we have the Crucible, we have raids, we have the Archon's Forge, we have Challenge of Elders. There are so many avenues to get your light level up. So when you have your team and you have that's your concrete team on which you're going to be running with, just motivate them as well to get their light level up to 385 plus if possible, if they're not already. And if they are already 385 plus, once you guys have that down, then make sure you do run to the raid now and try out different strategies, because you may have 4 Titans and 2 Hunters in one raid, but you might realize that a Stormcaller might be very advantageous when it comes to clearing the ads out for the Zamboni part. Carrying the parts over with all the bombs, it can get very chaotic, and with a tether or 2, that's nice, but Stormcallers, they don't just stop the ads, they kill them as well. So you might want to try something out like that. You might want to try nothing but Hunters with, let's say, 3 tethers and 3 golden guns with Celestial Nighthawks, different stuff like that. Just try out new things that you probably didn't think about before, and you may be pleasantly surprised. Another thing I want to say is, once you're doing these strategies and changing them out, set roles in your team so there's no second guessing on who is doing what. So for instance, at the very beginning, when you have to get the voltage rising, make sure you have 2 people set to run those instead of having everybody running around and then a voltage eater comes out and ends up taking time because they're slowing down the charge. Well, I say 2 people running because I think 3 is a little much, because the voltage rising with people taking them on the right side and somebody needs them in the middle, somebody taking them in the middle, like somebody's gonna die eventually. That happened with me when we were first doing the raid with 3 people running it, so that's why I just say having 2 people. If you have a fast Titan and or Hunter to team up, then you guys should be able to finish that with ease. Another role I would say is at the Zamboni portion, who's going to be killing that captain up top. That way the bridge or the ramp can come back down. So you may carry the parts up top. So you want somebody to make sure that that captain is taken out. You don't want everybody running the parts, killing the bombs, killing the ads, and once you get to Zamboni, you're like, oh crap, who was going to get the captain again? You know, like, no more second guessing on stuff like that. That way you guys know when you go in, okay, she's doing that, he's doing this, okay, we should be good. And if one of those role members gets taken down. For instance, at Axis Part 2, when you need the cannon runners, if one of the cannon runners is down, we need to know that somebody can take that role to be able to step up, because heroic mode, there are not going to be any more reses. Once you're dead, that's it, okay? So be aware of that you won't have reses. So maybe because of this, you might want to run a Sunsinger Warlock on certain parts. That way, if you die, it's not over yet, you have a second chance and you can help out your team. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is you have your gear up to 385 plus, right? You and your whole team. You've done the raid multiple times, trying different strategies. You've set roles for who's gonna do what at what time. Now, the last thing I want to say is speed run it. Speed run through the raid, that way it becomes more muscle memory and less thinking. When you're speed running it, you don't have to think about who's doing what. You already have that, planned out now. You have who's doing what, you have who's running what classes. You should know what's going to happen at every part of the raid now. And because you do, now you'll be able to speed run it. You can go ahead and tweak little things that you may need to change for your team. If somebody's messing up on a portion on the left side, tackle that and adapt to what needs to be done. Speedrunning, it's not going to come very easy because most people aren't used to speedrunning it. So slow is smooth, smooth is fast. As you get your groove going, the momentum will pick up and you guys will start getting it done a lot faster. Think about the first time you play video games. Video games weren't muscle memory at first. Your button layouts and the way the controller felt. A lot of us probably played video games when we were very young with our older siblings or cousins or what have you. So I'm pretty sure when your older brother or sister told you to press A to jump, you looked down at the controller, wait, where's A? Oh, okay, there it is. And then you press A to jump. And then it said, okay, the right triggers to shoot. Or it said RT. You're like, wait, what's the RT? And then you look at the controller for RT and you know to shoot, etc., etc. After a while, though, you started being able to jump, shoot at the same time, aiming your weapon, no problem whatsoever. So that's the same thing when it comes to speed running the raid. At first, you're gonna need to take a moment to see, wait, what's happening now? Oh, that's what we need to do? Oh, that's where we're shooting. Okay, makes sense. And as you guys get that going as a team, as a cohesive unit, you'll be able to go faster and faster. So that's my advice to all of you out there aspiring to go for World's First or just wanting to complete the raid on the first day. There are plenty of people that won't be able to complete heroic mode on the first day. But I promise you with these tips that you'll at least have a higher chance of completing it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that jazz. I love you all, Doja fam. Have an awesome Friday. Get those speedruns going, get that light level up, and get those teams. Shinobi's popping smoke. Peace.